Right, good morning ladies and gentlemen. I report to you live from the top of Northumberland Street here back in Newcastle. And can anyone hazard a guess as what we're up to today? So I'm already 30 minutes on the job, and honestly it's taken me about 20 minutes just to get around the whole of the top of the Northumberland Monument, around where the Fusiliers station is. And don't worry, it's not on you guys. Anyway, whilst all that's going on, the amount of trash I managed to find already is quite frankly astounding. Most of it coming in the form of cigarette ends, but then there's also little bits of paper, little bits of plastic lying around the place. So yeah, insofar as I'm concerned, there's plenty, even at the very top, and we haven't even started making our way downwards yet on Northumberland Street. And I'm pretty sure somebody must know what I'm up to, because I remember somebody dropped a freshly piece of cigarette end right behind me, and then proceeded to say something so graphic and offensive I can't broadcast it. And well, it kind of highlights a little bit of, I don't exactly know what contempt people have towards people who pick up litter, but technically, since there's plenty to pick up on St. Mary's Place as well, but I think we'll just sort of clear around TSB, and then we'll start making our ways downwards. So I'm trying to combine multiple parts of this day into shorts and then elongated videos, but either way you catch the drift. So I will see all of you guys again very shortly. Thank you. Okay, so you join me about 10 minutes later, and we're just sort of opposite TUI and Dawson Sanderson's, and I have to really draw your guys' attention to this part of ground here. Now, I like the little garden spaces they do have on Northumberland Street, but unfortunately these things literally just become a smorgasbord for people to just dump whatever they want into these sorts of things. And I'm going to just show, just in this patch of ground alone, and anything you can't see, it just sticks out like a sore thumb, including somebody's lunch has just been stuck in there as well. I mean, I understand, trying to keep the city clean and stuff like that, and it's not the sort of thing that can be done in a hurry, but where do we even start with that? Honestly, what scruffy pigs we got in the city who just dump their lunch in the middle of nowhere? Hideous, these people. Hideous. It's too small a word. Right, okay, so it's now 12:30. No, it's 1:45 in the afternoon, so we've been on the go for about an hour and a quarter, and it may not look it, but actually, because we're literally just opposite JD Sports and the Card Factory, things are going well. I think it seems to be a little bit less congested the further down you go on Northumberland Street. What I am prepared to say, however, is that remember what I was talking about earlier about the little patches of garden ground in the city, and there was just so much rubbish because it literally sticks out like a sore thumb. Well, the only thing I want to mention as well is that there's even more cigarette ends lobbied in those sorts of parts on Northumberland Street. And you know as well as I do that it's also inconceivably dangerous, because if a cigarette end is not put out properly and it's thrown in there, it could easily start a fire. And there was already a fire that started earlier today at the hotel just beside Central Station. So it's not exactly as if, these things don't happen. But for what they're worth, yeah, let's carry on. And finally, we come to the end of today's little mini adventure, and it's been an interesting little turn of events, because just like the first time I had the idea of doing Northumberland Street, it's just been a matter of getting to it. And to be honest, since the weather today is absolutely glorious, it makes just as much sense as any to just come out and just do a little bit something extra. And it might have also been provoked a little bit about what's going on currently at work as to why I've wanted to start doing these sorts of things again. It's because at work I've been put on their charity team, in which case we have to sort of take part and organise a series of events exclusively for charity. And what they do often say when it comes to charity, charity begins at home. But charity also indicates a sense of doing things for the benefit of other people, things that try to make the world a better place. Maybe not for me, but maybe for other people as well. And Litter picking is sort of one of those things I wanted to get started again anyway, because it seemed like the right idea, and there's probably going to be no doubt even my mates at work will probably understand when I come to tell them, or when I show them sort of what's gone on, that it just makes sense. And I do often say that you just do things that make sense. So there's just one final ritual to commence, and that is one man's trash. And if we can just get it in the bin, gone. Now all I have to do is go wash my hands, and we'll call it a day. So cheers for that.